forgot to music.
Alright, okay. Hello and welcome to tonight's episode of Mythic Wyrd.
Mythic Wyrd!
Mythic Wyrd! I don't usually say that loud, but here we are. So, welcome to a very special episode with me as your DM today. As you can see, we are missing our wonderful Silver. He decided to go on a holiday for some reason, so we just had to play D&D without him. So we're running this special one-shot for you guys. With me as your DM, first time DMing, so bear with me. It might be a little bit rocky, but we'll see how we go. And then we got our notorious DM jumping into the player's side for the first time, which is pretty exciting.
Why do you look so depressed?
It feels very weird to be here, and I've lost all power and all rights. I'm very unhappy about it.
I can kill him at any time.
We were already given the new DM a list of revenge things. So.
It's the first thing I'm gonna do.
First thing I'm gonna do is kill his parents.
I already did that. In game.
Alrighty. So, what do we do now? Amira.
Me.
And
Alright.
announcements.
We stream on Twitch every Friday at 7:30 ACT. You can find us at Mythic_Wyrd. We're also on Patreon at Mythic Wyrd with 3 tiers, YouTube at Mythic Wyrd, TikTok at Mythic Wyrd, Instagram at Mythic_Wyrd, and thank you for 100 followers again. That's awesome.
Hey!
Yes.
Spotify at Mythic Wyrd and X at Mythic_Wyrd.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, with that, let's jump back in time and start a fresh tale.
That sounds pretty good.
Alright. Our tale takes place 10 years after the first Age of Chaos, in the realm of Metal Shaman, where the Kharadron reside, the children of Grumby, the deity of the Forge. Coming out of the ruin caused by mostly Tzeentch and other armies of chaos, the geometric landscapes and lush and various materials have all sort of gone to ruin. But dwarves being dwarves and their ambition getting the better of them, don't let that slow them down, and have begun working on their latest project. Which is where you guys come in. With all of the realm jumping from chaos, Aether Gold streams have begun to link elsewhere into alternate realms. And the dwarves needing this to fuel all of their economy, inventions, and progress the nation, have devised a plan to realm jump and send a crew, you guys, into an alternate realm to take hold of the opportunity and make as much money as you possibly can.
Sweet!
The ships are ready. You guys are all about to board, and your captain, Randakai Silverbeard, is there at the mast, ready and waiting. So you can see his ship, still freshly built. It's not huge, nothing grand, but it's small and compact enough, and you can tell it's been specifically designed to travel between realms. You have a staircase leading up to it off a planet that sort of winds down on to where you can sort of walk up onto the ship, and lining either side another sort of line of airships just floating in the air with Kharadron from all clans eyeing you guys off, ready for the next expedition. As you guys all wait in line, Randakai steps up to the Vox at the foot of the entrance to the ship, and he says, "Today marks a big day for the Kharadron. We take back what is ours and get filthy rich." Today I present to you the fleet that will be accompanying me into the mortal realm and reclaiming what is ours. So may I present Valdred Grimshield from Barracknar, accompanied by Finian Bighorn, also from Barracknar.
Wow.
And if you would like to introduce yourselves as you walk onto the ship.
Like outside of game?
Yeah.
So Vildrake is a dark-skinned elf, thick dreads.
Elf
You say
dwarf.
This guy has he ever played D&D?
It's okay, just be kind to him. He's still new.
He's a dark-skinned dwarf, white, thick dreads, and he holds himself with pride. Chest up and head held high. His armor is of the blue and gold colors of Barracknar. Although heavily armored, you can see it's quite ornate with all the gems and all the welding and work that he's done himself. Master craftsmanship. He walks up the plank, and as he gets to the captain, he stops, salutes him, and then turns to the crowd and just gives a simple nod. He's not a man of many words, but you can see in his face that, as any dwarf would be, he is very excited and keen to be part of this expedition. He steps aside after nodding to the crowd and looks back to his friend.
Hello. Finian Bighorn, at your service. A simple bard. Not really sure why I'm here, but perhaps we can record a tale or two of our journeys. And yeah, so he's a simple bard, but he wears a big backpack on his back that's filled with instruments. So it's not really a backpack, it's more like a big contraption that has a whole bunch of cogs spinning on it. And you can see he's got instruments, but they're all tied or strapped to this backpack in a way. And I guess you'll see the bits and pieces that he does, but he also has, you can see, well, at least when he pulls it over his shoulder, he can pull over like a big speaker. So it's like a vox, like it's almost like a funnel that funnels out like that. Yeah, he's all ready to bard it up.
And
with
so
his
you
traveling
guys know
backpack.
each other?
We grew up together.
It's cool.
Awesome. Alright, as you guys step on, roars erupt from the Barracknar section, and you notice a few people from your crew, Opulence, as they get up and roar, Vidrag! And they just start going into a chant. Vidrag! Vidrag! Vidrag!
Vidrag smiles, holding up a hand to them, and giving them a confident nod that he will return with honor and glory for Barracknar.
Hell yeah.
I elbow him, just standing behind him, and I elbow him a little bit. I say, you know, no one would know you from a plane or the rock if it wasn't for me.
You keep telling yourself that, Finn.
But I keep telling everyone else.
I'm glad to have you on this expedition, friend.
Me as well, brother. Let's go find this gold.
Aye.
Alright, next up we've got
1 second.
Einar Ironbound from Barrack Zone. Again, the crowd erupts into cheers, mainly from the Barrack Zone section. And if you'd like to describe Einar.
So as Einar walks up the plank, he'll turn back to Barakzon, and Barakzon gives him a big salute. He is he's got a big red mutton chops, nice red hair, but he's got like a headband and I've said it multiple times, but he has robotic arms. While he has heavy armor, it is not steampunk. It's very simple. All of the steampunk kind of aspect to the dwarves he uses in his arms. But yeah, he just gives a salute, and he's a man of few words as well. So
No one's gonna talk on this.
but as he makes his way onto the ship, he'll bump into Vildreg and just kind of give him a slight cough.
What time of day is it?
It's early morning.
Morning to you, warrior. I assumed you see my rank here.
Yeah, how about you watch where you're going with those big metal arms of yours?
If it wasn't for me, you guys wouldn't have any protection.
Of course, and we appreciate the esteemed warriors of Barak. No?
Zon?
No.
Zon.
Oh, it's not. Yeah.
But I'll ask you again, young soldier. Your rank.
It's not necessary right now.
Your name at least.
I know.
Vidreg. It's a pleasure to have you aboard such a important exhibition.
Yes.
Hi. Welcome aboard. The more
This is
the
my
merrier.
friend, Finn.
At your service.
Pleasure to meet you, Finn.
Not a problem at all. If you ever need a song or some oil for those arms, you let me know, eh?
Ale is all I require.
Alright, and next up we have. Wait a minute. Scrapper! From Bannock Thing! And you just sort of see a bunch of confusion sort of in the crowd before someone starts clapping, and it slowly just sort of picks up. And then as you walk up, do you want to explain?
Yeah, so you see this this burly looking older middle-aged dwarf. He's bald, completely bald, heaps of scars down his head. He's missing an eye. At first it looks peculiar. It looks like his arms are too long for his body, but unlike Aina, he doesn't have robotic arms per se. He's just got additional arms that he's infused to his nerval system, and hands sort of hanging down about a hand longer than his actual hands. And they're almost like octopus-like, how they sort of float above his actual
Are they like
arms.
fleshy or robotic?
They're robotic in nature, but if you look at him, he's more like, like the scrapyard artwork that you see of people that put, bolts and scrap metal together to make. He looks like that. It looks like trashy, but in a very artistic way. And as he walks up to the plank, he's eating some sort of fruit with his normal hand. The other arm just sort of moving around in front of it. Yeah. And then taking the core, he hits a button on his side, it opens a little chute, and he drops the core in there and closes it as it starts to break it down into energy for his power pack that he's built. And he just walks up the plank. He's not
He's made a few words?
he's not he's a man of many words. And he's not fussed that no one else is cheering.
I love it.
Alright, odd one there. And last one up the end, we've got Vistra Goldhands from Barak Morna.
Hello. Vistra turns around in a circle, making sure she waves at everyone. I know you! I'm gonna come back! She walks up to the flank. Hello, everyone. Hello. Vistra is very young, and you can tell. She's got blonde hair in so many plaits with so many things in it. A spring that's been undone to somehow put something on there and clasp her hair in one place. She's got goggles on top of her head and devices that look like they could be on her ears, like around her neck. She's got a backpack that is not even essentially a backpack. It's made of bits and bobs. A box kind of like screwed in here, a pouch like sewn in. She's wearing almost like mechanical gloves that don't go all the way over her fingers. And if you look closely on all her clothing or on her gear, she's got bits and bobs from musical instruments, like a piano key randomly on her glove. She's like, what's that thing when you cut metal? She's got like a quarter of a flute pipe stuck into somewhere, some lute strings on here. She walks on. Hi.
Old shipwreck, you wee bastard!
Scrapper! Oh my goodness! This just got so much better. I'm a little bit.
What in bloody Grungy's name are you doing here?
Well, that's a really good question. See, I got caught. And this is my only option. I'm literally a convict.
Sorry, did I hear that right? You're a criminal upon this expedition.
No, not at all. It's slang.
Slain.
Slang.
Slang. Right.
Yeah.
Vidrake Grimshield.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, you too.
And you?
Aina.
Oh, pleasure to meet you.
And you.
And Scrappy, I know you, but bring it in.
Push your hand away and sort of push you in for a hug.
Oh, I love this guy. And you?
Finnegan and Bighorn.
Pleasure to meet you.
Probably heard of me.
And you, Captain. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun.
Oh god, this is gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh, I'm very excited, guys.
Alright.
I thought you said it was hard to get on the crew.
Apparently they let anyone on. I'm
Not
not
really,
sure if this
actually.
is now a suicide mission or a joke, Finn, but
Wait.
Go with it, be fine, Vidreg. Just be positive, look at the bright side.
Can we hear this?
This is good company.
Or you whisper it?
I don't want to be rude, so Vidrake is kind of talking out the side of his mouth.
Would I hear this?
Nah, if they've stepped aside.
Well, a pleasure to make all your acquaintances, and I'm sure along this tedious journey we'll have plenty of time to band together as a fighting force and
Yes.
make all of our cities proud.
Democracy.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well said. Alright. You all ready?
Aye.
Alright, get situated. Head up into the hull and we'll do the proper send off and jump across the realms.
Are you sure this is orthodox, Captain? This has been tested and, safe.
Who needs to test?
Fantastic.
Just take a seat, it'll be fine.
Sure.
Vistra immediately makes hands with Scruffer, and she's like, so as I was saying, see, one day I was selling, and then they came along, and I don't know why, but they arrested me, and I've been sitting in prison for so fucking long, and they were like, hey, so this is your only option, you go on the ship or you die, and I was like, well, I'm obviously gonna go on the ship, because like, why do I want to die? That's why I ended up here. This is my only option. Anyways, how are you been?
Peace while you away.
Scruffer, this is why you need me in your life. I am the entertainment.
There's plenty of entertainment without that.
Yeah, but not as entertaining as me. My entertainment is like
As
next
loud as
level.
you.
That's quite true. Maybe that's why I got caught, actually. Do you think that's why I got caught?
I believe the captain wanted us to take positions ready for takeoff.
Yes.
Perhaps we should do that now.
I'm so sorry. What was your name again?
Captain Vidrake.
Can I call you Greg? I'm not very good with names.
You may refer to me as Captain.
All right, Captain. But he's Captain too. I'll call you Greg, and I'll call him Kais. Yep.
Awesome.
It's been a long trip.
Let's go get ready, Greg.
Finn, I'll throw you off the side right now.
So the ship itself, the plank that actually leads up to it, So there's sort of like a hull that sits at the top of the ship, and then the rest of the ship down the bottom here. And based on where Rendakai sort of directed you guys to, there's a doorway that leads into that section there. And as you guys step through, there's basically seats that line the back side of it on this side. And it's essentially got harnesses that sort of go over and above, and you see there's sort of like an Aether Gold locking mechanism on the side that when it clips in, it releases sort of like a bit of pressure to create like an air bubble in there, and then using the hydraulics, and that is supposed to sort of secure you in.
That's cool.
So I'm assuming you'll go get situated. So as you get situated, the plank gets taken off. Rendakai comes in and also joins you guys in the room, just at front of which it's got the steering wheel and then the panels of glass just to see through. And he takes out his key, puts it in, and then with the very familiar whirring of gears and high-pitched buzzing, the airship sort of springs to life. And as it does, you sort of just see him sort of slowly gliding off from the docks, and either side of you guys are ships facing inwards on both sides, leading up to where the actual mechanism that you guys are going to jump through is. Either side you see Karadrim from each clan standing on one of the ships with a rifle pointed to the sky. And as you guys slowly sort of drift up towards it, the airship suddenly comes to a bit of a stop until it sort of just slowly glides. You just hear on the Vox, "Alright, ready for liftoff." Before Rand picks it up. "Alright, we're all set, all fastened in. Let's do this." And he just sort of looks around for all of you for confirmation until you hear back from the Vox. "Alright, initiating the countdown." And then you hear 3, and then on the outside you hear as the rifles go off. 2. Rendakai just slowly quickly grabs a lever, yanks it down as you hear jets on either side of the back start to whir and almost become hot, that you can even feel sort of in the hull of the ship. And then 1. And then in front of you guys, at the front of the ship, you see essentially what looks like a big sort of jet itself. But you see it's connected at the back with a large canister of Aether Gold. And you can see what it's doing is it's pumping through the jet and creating almost like a vortex in front of you guys of Aether Gold. And as it whirs, you sort of see it until there's almost just a small black dot of like nothingness in the middle, until it just expands and expands and expands until eventually it's big enough for the ship to go through. And then lift off. And then in the blink of an eye, you are just sent flying forward. You feel like your stomach is left behind you, and all you can see is just black for a split second. And everyone make a Constitution saving.
Whoa! Man, he is not playing.
That's a shit roll.
That is mine too.
That's not fun.
Mine too. 4.
Oh, mine's better. 5.
Mine's better, 9.
Oh, mine's better 10.
Oh, nice.
3.
Oh man, you all instantly feel like you're gonna puke. As you're literally just sent flying straight out of nowhere. It almost picked up speed in an instant. And as you're sort of flying through this black abyss, it feels like it's going on forever, and then it just ends. And you all you can hear is sort of the billowing of an engine to the left. And out the window in front of you, you can just see almost like a maze of blue as the airship is currently slowly falling.
No.
And if you look out the side, you can see smoke billowing out from the side.
So we're up in the sky.
Stop.
Yeah, you're up in the sky, and the whole situation around you is completely different. So, as you're falling, you can see basically these path, like walkways
Sorry, can I
stretching.
just ask, where we left from, where was that?
So that was in a skyport. So you guys were floating in the sky, and then there were the airships floating on either side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, just confirm.
But yeah, so as you guys have just transported through, you're losing height and quickly, as you just see smoke billowing out from the side of the mirrors, as you're slowly falling through basically a maze of pathways that are all entangled, almost like a web of sorts, in almost like a blue crystal-like sort of material. And all you can hear is Randakai at the front say, "Oh shit, shit, shit!" And he just grabs the steering wheel and is trying to pick it back up.
Finn! Yes! Undo your belt!
I'll do my belt.
Yeah.
I slam mine as well, releasing the contraption.
Was that a good idea?
Just hold on to something! Captain!
Yes, well,
What's happening?
I don't know, our engine's gone, we're falling really fast.
What do we need to do?
Take the wheel, I'll jump out the back and see if I can fix it.
Finn, come here! I rush to the wheel, taking it, but I want to make sure that Finn is not falling off the ship and he's holding onto something and he's within eyesight. Finn! Finn! Come here! Your boots! Activate your boots!
I wish we had boots. Alright. What do we do?
Hold on to this, and I'm going to push you onto the steering wheel, and then go back into the room, the bubble.
Where do I steer?
Just hold it straight! The rest of you. I'm going to look around. Everyone's still strapped in. What are the rest of you guys doing?
This is supposed to be happening, right?
Make yourself useful, come on! As
Alright.
Randakai's just gonna throw open the door, and start making his way outside to where you can see the smoke coming from.
Okay. Seeing,
Outside the ship. The
Yeah.
ship's still in the air, yeah?
Yeah.
okay, seeing them undo themselves, I'm going to try and almost copy it. Replicate it.
Yep.
I'm good?
Yep.
I hold on to something and I'm like, Scrapper, you're right!
He'll be fine! Save yourself first!
I'm not leaving you, no!
Go!
I smash his thing to release it.
Yeah. I get up.
Come on!
Alright, kid.
Soldier! Are you alright?
Yes.
Come on.
I slam my buckle and I. After you, Captain.
Alright, I'm gonna run out, check on Finn. We're doing great, soldier. Where's the captain?
So the captain's just jumped out, activated his mag boots as he's running out, and he's just peering over the edge, sort of assessing the damage. Oh shit, she's gone. Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, like I said, was it safe? Generally, we test these things.
We're not dead yet.
Encouraging. What do you need us to do?
Alright, I need you to jump back into the hull, pull that lever, that will activate the emergency parachute, and give me the steering wheel back.
Take it. Sorry.
So, he yanks it back from you and, as you guys sort of come falling down, he's just gonna say, "Brace yourselves!" And he slowly just sort of comes and crashes into one of these sort of crystal-like pathways, and the airship skids, and you're all sort of thrown back, unbuckled from your seats, and you're all sort of thrown around, just prone in the hull, and Randakai's just sort of standing there holding onto the steering wheel, as it all slowly just skids to a stop.
Finn! Bloody hell, Finn!
Is it over?
It's over. On your feet. You're right.
I've had worse.
Perfect. Check on the rest.
What's it my job to check on the rest?
Because it's an order. Check on the rest.
Now he's ordering me around.
Finn.
Are you alright?
Am I right? Am I inventing the right? It's a right question. And
She's alright. Are you alright, Mr. Two Hands?
Just gives you a nod. Try to hold it as longer.
Metal Hands?
Just a thumbs up.
They're all alright. Oh, the captain.
I'm good, yeah, thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Well, we're alive! So that's a good start.
Where are we, Captain?
Good question. Let's find out. He's just gonna sort of step out of the hole. The ship's sort of on an angle, so as he sort of kicks down the door, it's almost like he just sort of falls out. But as he does, the ground is literally almost like a blue stone sort of crystal color, but it's not translucent, but it sort of shifts where, like, in some sort of, like, sometimes when you look at it, it almost looks like a liquid, other times it looks like a solid stone. As he jumps down, would you guys like to fight?
Yep.
Wasn't you all?
Oh, Vidrek! Look at this! Look at the ground, it's blue!
I see it, friend, but is this our destination, Captain?
it's pretty cool if it is.
I don't think so.
You wouldn't have any idea, possibly, where we are.
No clue. And you see him reach into his back pocket and pull out a pair of goggles, and he just starts sort of calibrating with the side of them. I don't think it's the mortal realm. That's for one thing.
Is it hell?
Isn't hell supposed to be red?
I did imagine it more red and fire.
Yeah, me too. Which is kind of weird.
That's a lack of imagination on your behalf then, Captain.
Finn, can you establish communications with the city? Give them a pinpoint of where they are, perhaps they can tell us.
And how the hell am I supposed to do that?
With all those gadgets, I thought...
Like a spot?
You can't speak through this thing.
I'm probably gonna take an ascending spell. But I do.
Do we have any...
Can you establish communications? Dragon Gate's fucking armpits. We're fucking lost, that's where we are.
Hey, Scrapper, do you think we could, like, get some of this ground out and then, like, make it into... Oh my goodness, the possibilities are endless. You could make a new eye for yourself.
Yeah, sure, shipwreck, yeah. While we're at it, why don't we build a ship to get us off this fucking island?
Scrapper, your brain is so good.
I know, right?
Did you hear that, guys?
Hey,
We could just build
you
a
go
good
over
ship.
there and you fucking start working.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think anybody should be leaving yet until we identify where we are.
Yes. Captain.
Thank you. Greybeard, I respect your age and wisdom, but perhaps if you could make yourself useful and check upon the ship. You seem handy.
Handy?
Some tools.
Oh my goodness. Scrapper is the best around. Scrapper, you are literally the best around.
Well, we're in luck then.
No. None of us compare to the captain over here, do we?
Well, I mean, you do have 4 arms and he has 2, so I feel like that compares a little bit.
I'm asking, not ordering, if it makes a difference.
Also, you order me around your lifelong friend, but you ask this fucking weirdo?
Finn, we're from the same fleet. I have hierarchy above you. Greybeard.
Fucking trapped in this fucking nowhere. It's having a fucking rush. Oh, go make your wealth, they say. You're just gonna march over the ship and start ripping stuff off and having a look at where the engine blew up.
Is there a way to communicate back? Without the sending smoke? Because I didn't prepare it.
You try to go for your Vox, which is sort of the standard mode of communication. But between realms, you don't really think there'll be much.
Can anybody hear me?
Response.
I can hear you.
Oh, good idea.
I'm gonna go help Scrapper. See what I can determine.
So Scrapper's pulled off like the engine cover off the one that blew up, and you see there's like a monocle that sort of comes down over the eye that's working, and then another monocle that comes down in front of that, and then he's like holding 2 pieces of wire together, and then like the finger of the mechanical arm comes down and then like starts welding the wires together, and then he the pinky of the other one comes out with like a little saw, and he starts sort of cutting a section out for it to sort of slot back in. And he's just trying to repair the engine.
If you
all
want,
the time muttering to himself.
maybe if you guys want to make a sleight of hand check, and maybe if you want to help Scrapper, actually maybe make an investigation check to analyze what the damage is.
Okie dokie. Both of us?
Mm-hmm.
What's the captain doing?
He's just finished adjusting his goggles and is just sort of walking around, and you can see he's almost looking where there seems to be nothing there. You all know that these goggles are used specifically in Aether Gold mining, where they use them to detect the veins of Aether Gold amongst the clouds. And you can see he might be analyzing it to see if there's any parts of the ship that may have fallen off or anything like that. What did you guys get?
I got a 5.
I got a 21.
21. So Scrapper in his rage sort of runs in, just sort of hacking and slashing and wiring.
Yeah.
Vistra, on the other hand, takes a step back, and as you walk around the ship to see Scrapper on the other side, you notice that the jet engine on the back left-hand side, the one that basically helped propel you guys through the realms, has actually completely fallen off, you assume, due to some sort of pressure traveling through the portal or something like that. But yeah, it's just completely not there. The other thing you notice, you don't see it, you hear it first, and you hear basically the worst fear of any Kharadron, which is Aether Gold leaking from the storage tanks.
Oh no.
That powers the whole ship.
Yeah.
It's a small leak, but the worst part is that there's a few of them. It's not just sort of one.
Yeah.
You can see where the jet engine's blown off. Some of the metal it's ripped off has somehow damaged the tank just behind it,
Yeah.
which actually connects to the jet.
Gotcha.
So there's some aether gold leaking out of that, and you guess somewhere between sort of 3 to 4 hours, and the entire tank will be empty before you guys can go again. But
Yoo-hoo! Sorry, did I just knock that?
For the second time.
Sorry. Yoo-hoo! I have some news! Gather round, team! Do you all come?
Yeah.
Okay, I've made discoveries. We're completely missing an engine, actually. Well, my theory is it's because of the pressure that we went through, but you see how it's ripped off the metal, which connects to this, which connects to that engine, which makes sense why that one's gone. But also, if you listen... shh, yep, those are leaks.
Leaks of aether gold.
Leaks. Yes, exactly. 3 to 4 hours, and that tank is gone. Right?
Grungy service. Captain, have you figured out where we might be yet?
yeah, I've got no idea. Well, guess we're gonna have to figure it out, huh?
I mean, we can fix what we can fix first, right? We'll just fix this, and then when it's fixed up, we'll just be on our way.
We all have 8 packs, yeah?
Yeah.
So, hearing about the leaks from Vistra, Scrapper's gonna go to the actual aether tank, and he's gonna connect some sort of tubing to the outlet of it, and then he's gonna connect it to his aether pack.
Mm-hmm.
And just feed some of it into his aether to fill it.
That's really smart.
Yeah, nice.
And then obviously gonna call everyone else around. Preserve what we can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice.
I told you guys Scrapper was the best.
Hey!
Alright, we do that. I
Is
guess.
there yeah, while we do that, would we have any knowledge of any other realms? Like any of us that we could potentially try and figure out where we are?
You can make a history check.
Ooh.
As everyone's lined up, Vidreg, bleeding the aether gold into the packs, Vidreg's just going to step away and just do a bit of a circle around the ship, trying to see any landmarks or, the ground being blue, it's obviously quite odd, and he's just going to have a look and see if he can determine where the hell we might be. Getting a roll. Oh, damn be fighting words. 11.
11. Ooh. So, obviously you guys haven't been to other realms before, but there is folklore and things like that regarding, where other folk come from, especially with the Age of Chaos just having been gone. And based on what you've heard on the tales from there and what you're seeing around you with winding pathways that are above you, they're almost like thin walkways with no sort of side rails or anything like that, but they're above you, they're under you, they're all around you, and it almost just seems like a labyrinth of just blue and almost like purple-like colours. But the other weird thing you notice is that in the distance you can almost hear, a mix of different emotions. You can hear like chuckling, you can hear sobbing, you can hear all of these changing emotions, and even the ground itself, you see it's not just sort of blue, it changes from like this blue to purple, and nothing sort of seems set in stone. Even the ground, you're not sure if the ground's the sky or the sky's the ground. You're not sure if you're right side up or upside down. Even if you look at the pathway above you, where the floor should be is facing you. It's just an odd assortment of winding pathways and things like that. And you go back to think of the realms that you have heard of, namely being the Chaos Gods because of the Age of Chaos. There's no any sort of blood or anything like that, like corn, no disease like related to Nurgle, no, I mean, for all you know, it might be Slanesh, maybe, but once you come across Zinj, you think that is probably the most one that makes sense. So, yeah, as far as you believe, you think we're in Zinj's domain.
Finn.
Aye.
And I'm gonna pull my axe off, my dog-handed axe off the side of my pack.
Is everything okay there?
I think we've landed in the realm of the Changer of Ways.
The Zench?
Aye.
Well, that's pretty shite, isn't it?
Get the warrior with the iron hands. Get him to take watch on the other side.
Aren't she going to let the captain know?
I will. Keep it quiet. Not too much movement. Until we can secure an area around the ship. Let's be on our toes.
Alright.
Quick question. Captain Randakai and
Vidreg?
Vildreg,
Yep.
are they the same rank or one ranks higher than the other?
They're the same rank, but I'd say Vidreg has got more experience on him, based on what you can tell. As point Rendikai's still pretty young, and he looks like he's actually only just got the ship, but was eager to sort of get out there.
Cool, thank you.
Einar, could you come over here for a little bit?
Is that creepy?
How you doing there?
I've been in better places. And you?
Probably the same. You see, Vidrig and I, we think this is the land of Zench.
Mm-hmm.
You're not surprised?
What is Zench?
Uh-huh. Yep. It's one of the realms of chaos, my friend. And it's not a place where ether gold is.
And why are we here?
This is a mistake. Did you not? Did you black out with the crash?
I'm out of here, bye.
Alright, well, I'm assuming you can use those arms of yours. The thing is, at any moment we may be attacked.
Perfect.
You're still not so surprised. You've taken this all very well. Alright, that's good. You're up for the job. Go stand over there and guard our rear.
Alright, I'm on it.
Good man. Oh, I like this Einar.
Alright, Vidreg is, if Finn returns to him.
Carry out your orders there, Vidreg.
Well done, soldier. Take this post. I'm gonna go
This one
speak to
here?
the rest. Aye, keep an eye out in this direction. Anything moves,
Looks like everything's moving. Even the land.
anything
Look
that...
up there.
Try not to get distracted, Finn. Commit it to memory. You can write a song about it later. But for now, we could be in danger.
I'll call it the Blue Land. Or the Land of Blue.
Don't get distracted.
Alright,
You've got this, Finn. You've got weapons.
Got me guns.
Perfect.
Got me some.
I'm trusting you, soldier.
Aye. Off with you.
Vidreg is then going to circle back around to you guys. And, he's kind of like in a half crouch, like not crouch walking, but half like ducked run back to you guys. Greybeard, is there possibly a status report on the ship? Do we know if it's fixable, and if so, the extent of the damage and the estimated time of repairs?
Well, based on my calculations and the angle of repose,
Yes.
I'd say she's pretty fucked.
Right. Can you fix it?
Can I fix it? Can I fix it? I can fix anything.
Yes, but can you fix the ship?
Is the ship a thing?
Man, I just need a clear answer.
Oh, you need a clear answer. Shipwreck, he needs a clear answer.
Huh?
Could you please translate? Is the ship fixable? If so, the extent of damage, what did it take to repair it, and the estimated time?
Oh no, she's fucked. The tank will be gone in about 3 or 4 hours. We're missing a complete engine. We would have to make a new one, take this one apart, but we don't have enough
That's enough.
parts, so
Captain.
it is, I'm guessing, right? With my roll?
You reckon if you were able to get the instead of having to make a completely new engine, if you were able to find the other one, you may be able to wire that back up and do that.
Wait. Wait, I have an idea. I have a brilliant idea. Scratch what I just said. We're missing an engine, but if we find it, we can screw it back on and it would replace that other missing engine, or not the missing engine, the one that exploded, and then the missing engine would be back on the ship, which would mean we'd have another engine, right? So
So, do we know where the other engine? It's where we've crashed, or the other engine completely
It's
out of sight?
out of sight. You guys can't see it, but if you were to find it and reattach it, that'd be the quickest way to get the ship back up and running.
Okay.
but because that Aether Gold is running out, that would affect it, right?
It would, but obviously storing the Aether Gold in your packs definitely helps as well.
Okay.
As well as the fact that you have some stored in there already.
Would there be a way to almost try and stop the leak, or make something to store that Aether Gold that was remaining in it? Like if we all put it in our packs and then if there's remaining to try and store it? Does that make sense?
Yeah, you could. How were you planning to try and do it though? Like, did you have something in mind?
Yeah, like building something, but I'm not sure if that would take too long, so could I mend it almost?
I'd say with a few scraps you'll be able to close some of the leaks. Probably not all of it. So you'll be able to subdue it a bit. But yeah, you'll probably be able to give yourself another 1 or 2 hours.
Alright. I want to start working on that, and I'm going to use my cantrip mending. So, Dre, Jalal, Vista starts pressing like a piano key here, stringing here, something here, and all these different compartments open up from her backpack, and she's pulling out like cogs, scrap metal, things that she could almost create something to block it.
Yeah.
But using mending.
Yeah, awesome.
Liner and Finn are holding opposite posts, just watching the horizon. I don't know if you see anything of interest.
Give me a perception check.
While I do that, just going back to Glenn. So, are we on land, or is it like
Natural
a bridge?
20!
Nice.
So we're on one of these many bridgeways.
Yeah,
Is that right?
that's
yeah.
correct.
Okay. And like it's just wide enough to fit the ship, or is it quite wide?
The
or-
ship basically blocks.
Okay.
Because it's sort of skidded sideways,
I
so
see,
it blocks the pathway.
Yeah. Okay. And then looking over the edge, is it a void underneath, or like if we were to jump, would we land on another path, or?
Yeah, there's another one below you guys that. So yours sort of goes this way, and then there's another path that sort of crosses the other direction.
Yeah.
Um,
And then around the path, there's just emptiness, like void.
yeah,
Blackness?
yeah,
Okay,
exactly. You can't see the bottom. All you can see are paths that just sort of keep on going.
Okay.
Natural 20 and
17.
17.
27, if you need.
27. So you pick it out first, but as you sort of look out and post watch, you see.
I'm coming to myself.
Yeah. As you keep an eye out, you see on one of the one of these pathways, it doesn't actually keep going. You know, with a lot of these pathways, you can't actually see the end of them, but for this particular one, you can. And at the end, you see 2 short, pink, fleshy creatures with multiple limbs sticking out of them, and what looks like tentacles sort of flopping around the back of their heads. You see one with horns and one with like a bird-like beak. And as you sort of eye them, they're just... It's odd. It looks like they're creating the path. But as they sort of outstretch their hands, it's almost like a part of themselves is going into the path itself. With outstretched hands, this sort of bluish purple energy sort of emanates from them as like a gaseous form until it solidifies just under their feet as they walk and create the path. And once you spot one, you actually see a few of them in multiple directions. And it confuses you because they're not going anywhere in particular as far as you can see. They're just sort of making the path. And as you spot one, you see 3, 4, see one above you that's upside down. You see one to the side of you. You see a few of them off in the distance, all just making paths.
What in the Garangi's forge is going on here? I said myself. Alright. Vidrek, you'll want to see this.
Alright. That's fantastic news. If you win the
Vidrek!
Finn, I'm coming. If young Greybeard could possibly calculate the trajectory of where we might have lost the engine, we can come up with a plan to find it.
Yes.
I'll leave you to
Yes,
it.
yeah, you're fine.
Finn. And Vidrek's going to rush over back around the ship back to you. What is it?
What do you make of that?
I look in the direction he's pointing. Since only recently being the Age of Chaos, would we have fought in the war?
I think you definitely would have.
Yeah.
I reckon names.
I know.
Aina has as well. I'd say the rest probably not.
So
Not as much.
we would recognise.
So you'd
Yeah.
recognise them.
Pink Horus Finn.
Pink?
Don't mind the colour.
I see these as well.
Mind the perils they bring.
They just look like they're making paths.
Have they, looking around, have they seen us? Or are we in any immediate danger? Have we been recognised that we're here?
It doesn't look like you're in any immediate danger yet. Yeah, at the moment it looks like they're all sort of just going about making their paths.
Okay. Find some cover, Finn. Within somewhere on the ship, underneath the ship, and keep your rifle aimed. Any movement, if they get within 100 meters, you fire. If they see us or look threatening, you fire. That'll give the warning sound that we need for the rest of us.
Alright, but could they perhaps be friendly? I mean, we're invading their home, should we even...
Finn,
I mean,
they're the reason we're here. They invaded our home. These are the enemy.
This could be the good ones.
Trust me, soldier.
Alright, well... What are you gonna do?
Alert the rest. Finn, liven up. We're on this adventure.
Yes?
Think about the songs.
I am.
But right now, I need you to think about your life and the rest of our lives.
Alright.
Okay?
Yes.
I'm not sure you understand the peril.
I'm trying to get to the ship, just standing in the way.
Okay. You've got it.
I've got it.
Okay. Good man.
I'll just yell out, Captain! I see movement.
What's Captain
Randakai.
Randakai doing at the moment?
He's just gone back to the ship and is sort of analysing things and just sort of taking in the whole situation. He's almost... You can see him calculating things in his head as he sort of steps back. He's looking at the ship, assessing the damage, sort of just listening, and he's sort of just observing everything that's happening and just sort of crunching it in his head at the moment.
I want to go. I'm going to approach him.
Mm-hmm.
Captain, status report. We have multiple enemies everywhere. The ship needs repairing. We only have 3 to 4 hours before we lose all fuel, and we have lost an engine. Your orders.
Well, we're gonna need to get that engine back if we want to get out of here. We're gonna have to go and stick together, get the engine, bring it back, repair it, and get out of here.
Okay. Any idea where we might have lost that? Obviously, because looking around, we can't see it, right?
Can't see it. Based on our trajectory, I'd say probably 100 yards that way.
All right. And I don't mean to question your authority or your rank, but are you fit and able to lead this party for this engine?
I'm from Barracks Sealsfin. Settle down.
Of course, of course. Well, we wait your orders then.
All right. Gold Hands, how you doing with this? With the tank?
Would it be finished by now?
You look like you've done as much as you can. Aether Gold being a super fine gas, even in its gas form, you can see through even the tiniest of cracks.
Yeah.
So it looks like you've done your best and bought yourself a couple more hours.
Yeah.
But you're pretty happy with your job.
I lift up my goggles. Look, I've done the best that I can. I mean, it's Aether Gold. We are the greatest miners of this thing. It's incredible that even I'm a great inventor. I will admit it, and I've done the best that I can, but it will still slip through. But it's a bit more hours. So success, team.
You've done well, soldier.
Thank you. Thanks, Captain.
All right. Captain, would you like to... Would I have heard that conversation?
Sorry, can I just try in that time? Scrapper wants to try and do some calculations of his own, and I want to try and create a small gadget based on where we've landed and how we've skidded and where our entry point to this realm was. I want to try and shoot a beam at the trajectory of they'll shoot up a beam in the direction that we entered from, and then from there try and calculate where the drop-off point is, where the engine might be based on that. Just from parts of the ship. Okay.
So you're gonna take parts on the ship and create like a light beam?
Correct. Yeah, so I want to shoot the beam at the light, work out the angle of where we would enter from, and shoot the beam at that angle to see, the point of entry where we had impacted. So I know between there and where we are, somewhere within that distance, is where the engine would potentially be.
You can definitely do it. The only thing is that it will also act as sort of like a beacon as well. Obviously, because they'll be able to see where the light's coming from. But you can do it.
Yeah, look, not knowing that there is for him any immediate danger, I'd say you probably would.
Yeah. Well, as you start building it, Randakai would have walked over and spoken to Gold Hands. Alright, listen up. Here's the plan. So we've lost the jet. We're clearly not in the right spot. There's no Aether Gold here. I checked. So the plan is get the jet, fit it back on, and use all the Aether Gold we have left to try and get out of here. And Look, I love my ship, but I think it's better we stick together at this point. So we all go down. I reckon it's about 100 yards west. Head down that way and retrieve it, bring it back, get out.
Aye, Captain.
Get out to where?
Well, we realm jumped here. I'm sure if we just reverse it, we can realm jump out, right?
Oh well, piss in my beard and call me an elf. It's all that simple. Because we didn't take years building the first realm jump, did we, Captain?
They purposely gave us another charge. To return.
Wait, wasn't there a full device and a friggin' circular thing?
It's on the front of the ship. Think of like a giant.
I
fan.
thought it was a
It's
separate
mounted to
thing.
the
I was
front.
thinking like,
So they were given basically 2 charges. So there's that container there, but the second charge was designed so that when they made it, they could also come back and then,
Gotcha.
inform them
Yep.
of what happened and
yeah.
go for the second run. All right, so I say we jump down there, follow the path, and see where it leads.
All right. Let's gear up. You heard the captain. We stick together. We'll make it through this.
Oh, shut up, you pompous bastard. We heard him.
Right.
All right. So Randakai just fastens his gear back, chucks on his goggles, and he starts heading into direction and leading you guys down that path. Again, the pathways are all sort of winding and intertwined in like a web, and you guys actually jump down between paths every now and again. But it always feels odd. Like it feels like you're falling, but you're also rising sometimes. It's odd and it makes your stomach churn, almost like you're on a roller coaster just by moving. And the paths, when you look at them, they sort of curve up and down, but when you're walking on them, they're straight. And the more you think about it, the more questions you have, and it just makes you even more confused and perplexed about where you are and what's actually happening. I need you each to make a perception check.
Dirty 20.
14.
21.
16.
Natural 1.
Nice. Alright.
You just hit for the muscle.
What's the order to start off with? Randakai would be at the front with his goggles.
The Dreg would like to put somewhere in the middle
Mhm.
and just make sure everyone's, he can see anyone, but mostly his friend Finn.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll walk side by side with the Drake. And I, at this point, have pulled out my loot and I'm just strumming a beat as we walk.
Okay, nice.
Bistro will go next to Drake and Finny.
So Scrapper wants to go near Vistra, but if she grabs at his arm, he wants to push her off. But whenever we're jumping, he wants to grab her arm.
So we're all sort of up top.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Awesome. So as you guys are walking and you're strumming your tune,
Is it a long trip?
it's a bit of a trek, and you can see Randakai keeping an eye out, and he's just sort of looking all around. See him do sort of 360s as he's walking on the path, just trying to get every angle that he can, to spot any sort of sense of ether gold or anything like that. And you guys haven't spotted anything yet, but with those rolls, as you walk under, you guys notice the sounds of horrors just above you guys. As you're walking past, and you just hear them cackling as they're sort of making a path just above you guys. And if you were to keep walking, they'd see you on the path. As
No,
they
so
are
they're not cackling at us, or they're
just cackling madly.
Sorry, can I just do something as we're walking? So, Scrapper just wants to try something with the ground and the rocks and stuff that are there. If he takes out his little circular saw finger thing and tries to scratch at it, does it scratch? Does it leave a mark on it?
You touch it and you scratch it, and it does stay there for a second, but then almost like a rubber-like material, it just flexes, and then the shape completely changes.
Oh,
And then the scratch isn't there, and it's almost like a completely different stone.
okay. I'm assuming Captain Randakai or something has a beacon or something on the ship to find it again, then, right?
Yeah.
Like, we wouldn't have just left it. Okay,
Exactly.
cool.
Yeah. But yeah, you notice, you hear the horrors just above you, as they're sort of paving that path. And what would you guys like to do?
So if we keep on this path, we'll be spotted by them. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And they're above us,
Yeah.
heading towards us, or
They're heading almost in the same direction as you guys,
gotcha.
but just a level above you.
Sorry, I'm confused. When you say they're making a path, like, are they laying down and holding each other's legs and arms, like making a path, or what do you...
No, so they're using.
Good players.
That's what I'm picturing. Oh, this can't be right.
So they're sort of outstretching their hands and magically creating the path. With it's almost like a
Oh, so they're not the path.
no,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no, no.
Yeah.
It's the path that's sort of like crystal like sort of purple, blue sort of material.
Yeah.
But when they're laying the path, it's actually magically created.
Okay. Cool.
What do they look like, these pink horrors?
It looks like just a big, almost like a odd mutated bag of flesh, tentacles, odd limbs poking out in different directions, tentacles sort of lashing out the back. Some have bird beaks, some have horns. They all look somewhat different in their appearance.
Mhm.
That's the general gist.
Alright. So assuming we all understand that if we continue going,
Yeah.
they'll see us. Vidreg is going to hold up his fist to get everybody to stop, just out of common, just out of habit. And he's going to take a knee and expect everyone to do the same around him.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Do you guys stop?
Yeah, right there.
Alright. Having a look around, is there any path we can jump down to, or is there a way we can get off this path onto another path to continue in that direction?
There is another path below you guys, but it is quite a drop.
Okay.
So you could try, but it is a bit risky. And then, obviously, dwarves aren't the most aerodynamic, so if you do miss, it's a long fall.
Yeah. So, having no other option, then to confront them, is that what it looks like is going to happen?
You could.
Couldn't we distract them?
I'm assuming we've got an adventurous pack as well, right? Like our normal rogue
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yes, telling you.
Yeah, couldn't we distract them? Make like a decoy somewhere.
Do you have a way, soldier?
Well, actually, I actually might.
Good.
Okay. I do. I'm not quite sure how this will work, but oh my gosh, I keep saying Drea. Vistra again will press a bunch of buttons to open up a compartment, and she's gonna pull what looks to be a bunch of metal and cogs that are put together to make the shape of butterflies, dragonflies, fireflies, creatures with wings. And then she's gonna like almost fill them up with aether gas, and then be like, catch this, and throw them. I'm guessing 120 feet. Oh wait, no, they will just fly.
Nice.
And I'm going to use a cantrip, Dancing Lights, to make them glow and fly somewhere else. Does that work? Like, go towards them and then almost like try and catch their attention but go somewhere else.
Yeah, sure. So, as you light them up, and they flutter away, they flutter just in sight of the pink horrors, and okay. As they flutter above and they just sort of whir past the horrors, they spot them and they're like, huh? And you see a firebolt just fly at one of the orcs as they essentially start playing target practice with your invention.
I spent a long time on that.
They are distracted though, as you've made them go look the opposite direction for the moment. And yeah, the path is clear.
Perfect. Well done, soldier.
Thank you.
Let's move in a steady pace, single formation, single line, steady pace. No running, no loud noises. Ready?
Yes.
And not everyone, go. And I'm gonna get up and start going. And when I get probably about a meter away from the group, I'm gonna quickly turn back and motion to Finn to go. And I want you to do the same behind. So there's a meter between each of us.
Yeah, I do.
Nice. Cool. Awesome. So you guys all make it down the path, just out of sight of these guys, and you can still hear them cackling and playing with the dragonfly. Even you hear them picking up shards of glass and just throwing it up and trying to hit him. But as you guys continue walking, Randakai at the front, he just says, "Oh, I got something! I got something! We've got. I think I found the jet.
Yes.
It's a long way down though. A long way down.
As in buried, Captain, or?
No, I think it's in one of those pathways. Let me think. Yeah, we're gonna need to. Does anyone have some rope?
I have a adventurous pack with some rope in there. That I'll pull out. At 50 feet of hempen rope.
Just gonna pull it and look at it. Yeah, we're gonna need about 5 of these? 6 of these?
I pull out my rope and I've got one as well.
I don't think I have it.
Hey, rope Finn.
What about the rope?
Your pack, your military pack. Did you pack the rope?
I?
Then pull out the rope, soldier. Finn, this is why we do the drills.
I pack the bag. I put it right there.
You didn't bring your pack. I forgot it. Finn. The drills.
Do you see how many instruments I have to
A
pack?
soldier's life depends on his pack.
A bard's life depends on his instruments.
You're a soldier, Finn.
I'm a bard.
A soldier first.
Vidreg, we've been through this. My live stream is to become a bard. A world famous bard.
You're going to be famous after this, for sure.
Well, that's the plan.
Right, so between us we have 150 feet, is that correct? We don't have one either.
Oh, I don't
This
carry
rope.
rope.
What are we trying to get to with the rope?
You can see as he's looking over the side of the pathway, there's not really any paths close to you guys, but where he's looking directly down is where he's pointing at where the jet is. It's multiple layers of pathways just below you guys. So to get down, you'd either need to... Yeah, to get down there, you either need to keep following this path and find another path to go down and then keep doing it until you eventually get down there. Or if you wanted to do the quicker option would be either rope or some other way you guys can think of.
I have a question. The pink horrors that were following the dancing lights, did the path continue with them as they... Or do they have to concentrate to do it? Do you get what I mean? Or
Yeah,
does the
so
path automatically continue with them?
it only... So they have to focus to actually make the path. So as soon as you distracted them, their focus was sort of diverted. So the path didn't continue, but what they'd already built stayed there.
Okay.
Alright. Alright. Looking forward on the path ahead, can we discern that it would, weaving one as it is, that it would eventually connect to another one and bring us down?
Yeah.
Alright. Captain, with your leave, without the proper safety measures and putting any of us at risk, the safest option would be to head down in a group together down the path.
Of course. That's what I was going to say.
Is that your order then?
Yep.
Perfect.
Should we leave like breadcrumbs?
You brought bread.
No, like if we're gonna follow the path so we don't get lost, you know, like how you drop breadcrumbs.
Good
So-
idea. What are you going to drop?
Well, I was hoping you would know.
I didn't bring any bread. Yes, sir.
Well,
I pack some bread,
Oh, we have bread. We have bread.
You've got your pack. But you
but I
brought
packed
bread.
it. No, it's in the pack. The bread's in the pack.
You've got the rope, but you brought bread.
It's in the pack. The rope and the bread is in the pack.
That was a good idea. Anyone else have any?
I mean, surely like just like a spring on one of like are they like could we tie something onto like the side of it or something like that?
Onto the side of...
Like the path? Is it all just one or is it almost like
Nah, there's no like railings or anything to really tie it onto. Yeah, it's not really much to latch
Wait,
onto.
hold on. How much rope do we actually need?
To get to the drop below?
I mean, I'm not certain. That was just a bit of a guesstimate. But
I could maybe come up with something. I don't even know if this works. I'm going to tell you what it is, but I just like figure it out. So, as an action, you can create one non-magical item of your choice in an unoccupied space within 10 feet of you. It says the maximum value of the item is 100 gold, so it could be quite an expensive thing, I guess, and lasts for 3 hours. The maximum size of the item is medium. And it says 6th. Oh, I guess it depends on your level, so I can only make a medium item. So maybe I can make a...
Yeah.
somehow.
yeah, for sure.
Or a ladder.
Well, yeah. Yeah. I don't know if we
Do we? There's nothing to secure the rope to, like if we were to drop down. Okay. Perhaps we can use the rope. We have 150 feet of it. We've got 1 foot chunks are living behind us.
yes, that
Right.
would be
Captain, is that? Do you approve of the plan?
Yeah, that works.
All right. I'll start with my rope then. Greybeard, could you be so kind to cut this?
Yeah. Cut the rope.
All Alright, I'll get you to slice off 10 feet into 1 foot chunks. And then I'll drop one where we are. And. Alright.
Awesome. You guys head down, keep heading down the path?
Yep, and every time I'll go about every 25 meters, I'll drop another one.
Awesome.
Alright. Feeling a little bit embarrassed that he didn't bring his pack. Finn's gonna try and help out by playing some music. Okay, am I allowed?
Yeah.
Could you maybe pause that
Yeah.
for a sec? So as he goes, he's gonna pull out his lute. He's gonna start playing some music, and you hear.
Oh, we got songs.
Yeah, we got songs. Out from under this rock we emerge to sail the open sky, to seal our dwarven future told, to find the glorious Aether Gold. Aether Gold, Aether Gold, we search the skies for Aether Gold. Aether Gold, Aether Gold, we search for you, my darling.
That was incredible.
I know.
Do you know what? Okay, so when we got here, I was thinking about what if there was a song? Because what if we were secretly like stitched up? What if our engine didn't just go missing because of the pressure? What if someone deliberately didn't put it on properly? How great of a story! And then no, but against all odds, we found the engine, we got it back on, and because they would leave us here without any Aether Gold, right? What a great story! And against all odds, we got it and we got out, and we're gonna be rich and famous, and we're gonna come back and be like, hey, get this! Yes! Right?
Aye, that's quite a tale.
I know.
But who would this sabotage person be?
Right? That's why I was trying. Well, I wanted to ask Captain Randakai if maybe he has like a secret nemesis. Maybe someone's jealous of him.
I can see that a lot of people might hate him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She got onto something.
Doggy. Alright. As you guys continue walking down the path, are you guys trying to sort of progress stealthily, knowing that there's sort of people all around you?
Yeah.
It's sort of hard because there's not really much to hide behind, but you can sort of pick your moments and try and be as sneaky as possible.
Yeah, I think like whenever there's somebody that would come within the vicinity of danger, maybe perhaps we slow down or stop for a few seconds before slowly picking up the pace again, and yeah.
Yeah, awesome. In that case, I think I might get a stealth check from everybody.
I'm not very good at stealth.
I have disadvantages.
I believe I do too.
12. 13.
9. 11.
6.
Oh.
6.
Oh, I have a disadvantage and stuff. Like I'm literally 0.
Alright. As you guys are walking down the path, you finally get to a cross section where. Oops, sorry, let me get some music with that. You finally get to a cross section where you guys can jump down and start making your descent towards where the jet is believed to be. As you each jump down, Randakai, leading first, he spots just at the end of the pathway 3 pink horrors paving the way. And before he can signal you guys all to stop, it's already sort of too late. And as Vistra jumps down, one of your strings on your loop contraption on your arm just slowly just from in front of you, you can see the pink crows just look at each other, and then look back at you guys. And everybody roll initiative.
Oh, damn.
Oh shit!
Oh damn.
Oh, that's 20.
Whew.
3.
11.
Yeah, 3.
I rolled a 1.
I like your song. Yeah. I love it.
I like scrap.
Let's
go.
Research. I love my God. The end.
I can get the maps to work, so we're gonna go whiteboard stuff.
Do you want to take a quick break while we settle?
Yeah, maybe. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Old school.
Oh, this is working properly.
Oh man, I can't find his voice.
Hey guys, it's Abraham here, aka the
And welcome back. Hello.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
The camera.
I almost forgot to say it. So. Okie dokie. We're back after the break, and yeah, y'all about to die.
Oh damn!
Awesome. If you just want to check these three just at the end there.
This end?
Just at the end there, please. And then
This
you
one?
guys at this end.
Yes.
Where do you want to go?
Yeah, just that's perfect.
Oh no.
Ah!
Is Randakai on there?
His cow, just like his grandson.
What do you mean?
His grandson's king, actually. Put some respect on its name.
Damn straight. Alright. As you all land and Vistra's cord breaks on her hand loop, all three of the pink horrors just turn and just eye each of you off. And what do you each get for initiative?
21.
4.
I forgot.
Wait, I wrote down 16.
Did we have the thing up? The sheet? Can we use that?
Ooh, yes, we could.
You got 5?
I can't remember.
Damn, full warrior, you shit.
Sorry, so 20 to 25?
21?
Sweet. 15 to 20?
Yeah, 16.
Sweet. Uh, 10, 15?
How do PCs
I
work?
got 11.
11? Cool. 5 to 10?
I think I got 5.
5?
Four for me.
A 4?
Think of a battle
Just
song.
trying to figure it out.
Cool. Okay, okay. Momentum. Ah.
I feel like I got a lot of role-playing spells. Or a
Me
lot of firing
too.
spells.
Me too. But I have a hammer, which is fine. It is on you?
Yeah, what's your weapon's hammer?
And my inventions.
What's yours? Axe.
Yeah, dog hand axe.
Aina?
2 hand axes.
Cool.
Okie
So
dokie.
they're like,
His old fists.
Alrighty. Top of the round, we got Vidrig. So you land and just the most painful sound you've ever heard. You just hear the twang from Vishra behind you, and the pink horror is staring right at you guys.
Alright. Leaping straight into his captain role, he's going to look to Finn, just like we drilled.
Hey?
I'm going to cast, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Rally, and you gain 4 temporary hit points.
Oh, nice.
oh, nice.
Just me?
Yeah, just you.
Nice.
And then I will move 25 feet toward. Actually, no, I will move me 15 feet. No, I'll go 25. And Vidreg isn't a hero or like a, someone who wants glory and honor for him personally. He's all about his squad, so he's moved up, but he is waiting for you guys to join him. He doesn't want to leave anyone behind, and he's definitely not out there to get glory for himself. So he's going to move up, spin his axe in his hands, and ready himself. And then it's done there.
Awesome. Awesome. As you run up, the pink horror on the far left, the first one to turn around and react. That side. Seeing you the first one to move in one sort of motion, he's just gonna sort of jump back and just sort of reach back, and as he does, conjure a fireball, and he's just gonna pelt it at you.
Let's do it.
That's a 18.
18 hits.
And that's 11 points of damage as it just collides straight into your armor, and even as the flames dissipate, it almost burns into your skin as your armor's still heavy on your shoulders.
Alright. Vidreg! I'm fine. Formation.
And you see as after he throws it, he just starts cackling madly, doing almost like cartwheels around, happy, clapping, and he's going to start walking forward, maybe just moving forward 15 feet. And that will end his turn. Next up is Finn.
Oh. Alright, Finn's gonna rush up to Vidreg. 4, that's 20 feet. Are you alright?
I'll be fine.
How are you, like, hurt heaps? There's a lot of heaps to you?
Not bloodied yet, not halfway.
Alright, in that case, I'm going to pull out my pistols and aim at the guy who threw the fireball at him.
That remind me of Wartime. the Skaven? Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to take shots at them. Natural one!
That's a miss. It just goes between his hands as he's clapping above his head, and he's just like,
I think I could shoot again with my bonus.
yeah, I think so.
Oh crap, 11?
That's a miss.
I got him! Vidreg, don't worry, I got him for you. It's just needs a couple of more shots.
This is why we drill at the range, Finn.
Don't drill against these pink fuckers.
Reload.
Actually, I've got the gunner perk, perk feature, which allows me to ignore the loading thing. So instead I just like, grin at him and I will. And just be reloaded somehow. That spin allows like the internal gears to move and the barrel switch and I don't know what it is. Just reloaded, right?
Alrighty. Next up is the middle horror. So seeing the shot whiz past is almost confused that they actually fought back. He's just going to hurl back and then ditch a fireball back at you. I roll. That's a 17.
Yeah, I'm not wearing any armor.
Oh.
That's probably... I forgot to do that. Finn! I'm on 30. I'm just in like in a leather vest and a shirt and not well equipped for this.
4 points damage.
Just forgot about the greatest
4 points?
expedition of your life.
Well, that took out the temp HP. Was that any mechanical thing that you wanted to flare up, or?
No, that was just my inspiring words. You know.
He's also just going to move up 15 feet. And that will end his turn there. And Bistro.
Alright. Oh shit. Sorry guys. And Bistro's just going to put on her headphones from around her neck, unclip her hammer, and start just walking, almost like dragging it, ready to, if anything comes close to her, just almost like a basement butt. I'm gonna go like here.
Stand in front of me, Vistra.
I'm not having a shield. You can defend yourself. And
Carry
then
on.
I'll end my turn.
And then there?
Yeah.
Awesome. Aina. Aina?
Alrighty. I'll move up. Same with the rest of them. And this hand, the axe swings out.
Oh, cool.
And on this one, the blades come out the side.
It's cool.
So, I'm dual wielding. And I'll end my turn.
Nice. And then we got Scrapper.
Wait, isn't there the other horror first?
Yes, there is. The horror on the left is gonna step forward and is actually gonna go in front of the other two.
Like you?
Yeah, maybe just moving one more forward. And he's actually just gonna turn around and just start shaking his behind at you guys. And you see he puts his face underneath between his legs and just points at you and starts cackling madly. It's like
Oh, me.
all of you.
He's having a light laugh.
Not having hit them a single time yet, he's just gonna taunt you guys and stay there. Next up, Scrapper.
That's crap, bro.
Alright, muttering to himself. Fucking hate pink. Pants in fairy fucking colour. 30, goes 35 feet. And then he is going to... who just in there?
Alright, back to the top, Vidreg.
Alright, Vidrag is going to move his 25 feet towards the one at the front. And what's the bonus action? Alright, he will then use his bonus action to use Quick Toss, and he is going to pull out a little hand axe as he's running and toss it at that one, trying to get it right between the cracks.
Nice.
It's an 8.
8 miss. As you toss, he just puts his head back up and it lands right between his legs on the floor. And he just looks back at you.
Alright, and then I will. I'll end it there.
Awesome. Next up is the horror on. Yep. He's going to. He's going to run forward, go forward 20 feet. And as he runs past, he's gonna pick up the axe off the ground, and he's just gonna chuck it back at you. That's a 13.
This is.
As he chucks it at you, it's honestly a weak attempt. Mostly, again, just to taunt you. They're just having fun. And he'll end his turn there. Next up is Finian.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna step up next to Vidrik. And then the one that threw, I'm gonna look at him and go, haha, you're weak as shite, you pink jelly thing. And I'm gonna use vicious mockery and mock it back.
Nice.
They can hear, right?
Yep.
But they need not understand.
You must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
That's a natural 20.
It succeeds. That's it.
Do you always roll better as a DM?
Currently so.
Yep.
Alright.
That's what-
Awesome. Next up is going to be the center one at the back.
Oh.
One more back. He's going to run up and he's going to leapfrog over the one in front of him. And as he's midair, he's just going to scream and he's just going to be like, "We're not jelly!" And he's going to chuck it back at you.
Sorry, he didn't get taunted. He was like, whatever. But that guy got fucking pissed
Yeah.
off.
Natural 20.
What the hell?
Alright.
What is happening?
What's he throwing?
It's just a firebolt.
Okay.
That's 8 points of fire damage.
Me?
Yep.
Oh, you fucker.
And then that'll end his turn there. Next up's Vistros, sorry.
I'm gonna move up.
This is so fun.
5,
So
10,
far.
15, 20. And then seeing Finn mock them and them being offended, I'm gonna mock them too.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fucking like jelly, you jiggle like it, and you have no real form! Wait, Wisdom saving throw?
Make an intimidation check.
Oh, okay.
No, you're not using vicious mockery?
Oh, sorry, do you have... Oh,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. I'll roll for that. The 18? Damn, I'm really good at
Yeah.
it.
Okay,
Do you have the
never
yellow
mind.
dice?
Cool.
Alright.
Great power. Great.
I don't know what to do with this
You
character.
tell him Vistra.
That's right.
Alright, next up's Aina.
Get a bit of insults.
Uh, 25. Dash in action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Emerson.
Sweet. Next up is the third horror at the back there.
You know how to play these things.
It's just going to sort of cartwheel over the other one and then leapfrog from side to side. And then whilst midair, it's going to ditch a fireball out at Aina. As he's running forward. That's 15?
Miss.
15, dang. Just skids past you. Next up is Scrapper.
Rendika is not doing anything.
Go back in.
Alright, so my character's just going to go straight through here. Straight up to this one. And he is going to attack.
Get him!
Gets a 12.
Just hits.
Whew. Dang. Does 7 damage.
7, nice.
And then he is going to. I'm gonna. Just do a second attack.
Uh-huh.
Getting a 15.
Hits.
6 damage.
Nice.
And then he's going to use a key point to use. What's it called? Okay.
Flurry of blows.
That's the one.
Nice.
To do 2 more attacks. 17
Nice.
does 3 points of damage.
Nice.
And then 24
Yep, hits. Hey.
Whoa.
does another 3 points of damage.
So, this, as soon as you dash up to this pink horror, it's just caught by surprise at how quick you moved and sort of out of nowhere. And then, before it can even do anything, just pop, pop, pop. And as you punch it, your fists almost like sink into the flesh a bit before you pull them out. But yeah, it's getting pretty beat up.
Yeah, awesome.
How do your gauntlets look when you're punching?
Yeah, so it almost only looks like it's to attack. So he curls up his actual fist, which causes the other fist to curl up. And as he punches forward, before it actually reaches the target, it's got like pistons in it, and the fist sort of pistons out and punches. And then as he keeps striking forward, the pistons come back, and then it hits the second time with the actual punch. So he's actually only punched like twice, thrown 2 punches, but he's hit 4 times.
That's really cool.
Boom, boom. Nice. Next up is Randakai at the back. So he's gonna run forward his 25 feet, reach into his back pocket and pull out 3 small little grenades and pack them with gunpowder and light the fuses on them. And he's gonna chuck one at the one closest on the right. And as it's midair just above him, he's gonna shoot it and try and use a magic stone.
That's cool.
Classic.
So that here. For cool. Alright, and then back to the top, Vidrek.
On my command, Finn. And Vidrek is going to move up to the one in front of him and attack. Getting a 21.
Hit.
And he's going to come across the side, swing with both arms into its side, getting 10 points of slashing damage. Now! And then he's going to use his bonus action to cast Commander Strike and get Finn to use his reaction to shoot, adding a D8 to it.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Here we go! Okay. In the box, man!
13.
13 hits.
And you add 1d8 to the damage.
Oh, that's so cool.
And who was this one on? This was on the one on the right.
Yeah, you can shoot at whoever you want. I'm attacking that one.
Okay, well, who do you direct it? Who do you want me to shoot?
I do it on the one I'm on.
And add another D8, did you say?
Yeah.
It's a good roll. What's the Oh, I maxed out my dice.
No, damn.
So I roll a D10 for damage plus 3, so 13, and then plus the 8, so 21.
Nice.
29.
I gotcha!
Awesome. So as you come down with the slash, the horror whimpers as it sort of steps back, and as it stumbles back, you just come with a shot that just goes right through its head, and with this sort of explosion of gunpowder and Aether God that flies out. It almost-
Aether God flies out. Sorry. You say Aether God? Oh, okay.
Oh,
I was literally saying of the monster.
Nah.
Oh my god.
It almost like burns the front of the face, and it almost like crumbles into like an ooze-like substance. And that
All
one's
time.
down.
Nice.
I will end my turn then.
So it does.
That's cool.
Back
Yeah.
to numero uno. So the one at the back, seeing its friend just get shot down by the person calling him Jelly, is just gonna peek above the guy in front of him, just peek above his shoulder, and then toss one at you.
What's it tossing at me?
Fireball. 17.
Yeah.
That's it. 2 points of damage.
Yep.
Sweet, and then it's back up to you.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Cool. Alright, I'll what should I do? Alright, I will circle around this Vidreg and I'm gonna shoot back at that guy. Fuck, 9.
Misses.
Just remind me, it's bonus action to shoot with the second
Yeah.
weapon, yeah? Alright, I'll do that. 19.
That's it.
Doing 8 points of piercing damage.
8 piercing. Cool. Awesome. That's it?
Yeet.
Awesome. Next up is the one in front. So, with you up in his face, he's just gonna quickly sort of jump back and use his action to disengage.
This one?
Yeah, he's gonna step to the side and he's just gonna walk around you guys to the other side, sort of like skipping around.
This side?
Yep.
Yep.
And is just gonna use the rest of his movement to come this way.
Yeah?
Yep. And that'll end his turn there. Next up is Vistra.
Okay, seeing this guy come around, 10, 15, 15, can I go up to him and like dragging her hammer, Vistra's just humming along to whatever's in her headphones and is just gonna try and take a swing at him.
Yeah, go for it.
And that's an 8.
Mish.
Heavy hammer. It's not, it's a light hammer actually. Oh gosh, I think I end my turn there.
Alright. Next up is Aina.
Man, level 9 is so much better than level 5.
Yeah, seeing him run past me, I'm going to attack, like, chase him and attack him. That is
Why are we rolling so bad?
11.
Just miss.
Okay, I will attack him again.
Yeah, go for it.
Ace, dirty 20.
Nice. Hits.
Oh, my D6s. So, do 8 damage.
8 damage.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to attack him again.
Nice.
Natural 20.
Hey.
Nice.
Which is 5 plus, because I add a 6. Okay, because with an natural
Extra
20.
dice, yeah.
Yeah. So 6, that's 11.
11.
How does it do
Like
it?
plus what? You'd still get your plus 2 or whatever.
Because I did a bonus action. So do I not get my modifier?
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. All good.
Yeah, how do you do it?
So he will attack with the one with the blades on the side. Oh, he will do it with the other one, sorry. He'll swing down and then he tracks the blades, puts it inside of him and then like extend the blade.
Oh.
And then it
Nice.
just like swings to the side.
Brutality.
Yeah.
Nice. Alright, he's down. Next up. So, you notice in the pile of ooze that first one you guys have knocked out, it's almost changing like a blue light color, and from it you can see almost faces start to emerge, and you see a hand sprout, and the almost like pus-like ooze sort of comes back to reform a new horror that's blue, and now it's 2 of them. So they both form out with their hands, and you just hear them say, "We're not jelly." And two
Really, a bloody hard.
lesser ones spawn where that first one was.
Oh no.
Oh,
That's gonna end that turn. Scrapper, you're up.
Alright, seeing that the other one moved and this one's what he sees now. Scrapper is going to... he's gonna... I'll roll for the attack first. So 12.
Hits.
Alright, so Scrapper is gonna sort of touch his thumb and his pinky together, and as he does, there's a lever that's going to come down to the front of his hand, and he's going to take that lever and he just squeeze it, and as he does, his mechanical hand folds into a fist, but then overextends, and the knuckles open up, and there's like a jet of flame that shoots out from it.
That's awesome.
And looking at this other one, he's like, "You want some of this too, you wee bastard?" And he is going to... he does 9 points of fire damage as he whips it across like a fire whip thing.
Awesome.
And then he sort of brings it back, whips it the other way, getting a 14.
Hits.
Does 10 points of fire damage.
Yeah, how do you want to do it?
No, so he just brings it down one way and then brings it back around the other way. And yeah, just letting the fire sort of cut through its head section as it sort of cuts past.
As you do, it melts like jelly. Into just a puddle of almost like a fleshy rubber material, just sitting there on the ground.
Nice.
Alright. Next up, Randek. He's going to toss his second grenade at... Where is he?
just 2 dice here.
Yeah, he'll chuck it at the one on the left. And let's go miss. That'll end his turn, and back up to Vidrak.
They spawn back, I'm going to say, as I go past
Scrapper.
Scrapper. And I'm going to come around opposite Finn and base contact with both of them, and I'm going to attack the one in front of me, bring the axe up high above my head and getting a 14.
That'll hit.
doing 5 points slashing damage as I bring it down.
Awesome.
And then I will attack again.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Getting a 9.
Miss.
Alright, I'm going to use my second wind to take another action. And
3 next surge.
second wind. Action charge, yeah, this one. Missing the other one, I'm going to spin the axe back around and try to come back again. Getting a 24.
Oh yeah, hits.
And burying my axe in its side, I'm going to do 14 points of slashing damage.
14.
Damn.
Awesome. You slash up and then you come down and your axe is halfway through the creature and it's almost gone the whole way through. And yet it's still laughing in your face with your axe literally buried inside it. And you can see his hands just reaching out trying to grab you.
Alright, I still have one more attack left. I will pull my axe out, and as he comes forward for the grab, I'm going to do an unarmed strike and headbutt him.
Nice.
Getting an 11.
11. You can roll with advantage because it's cool.
Thank you. Getting a 12.
That hits.
Alright. Strike. I get. It says 3 damage, but I saw somewhere. Oh, I guess that would have calculated it. So just a straight 3 damage. As I'm just going to bury my head into his. Try and finish him.
Awesome. You finally let him go with your axe, and he jumps up mid-air, and you just meet him right in the middle, and he just goes flying.
Does that kill him?
Yeah, knocks it out.
All right.
And as you headbutt him, it actually knocks him over the side of the walkway, and he's just falling.
All right. Boom! I'm gonna hit him, and then. I have great weapon master attack. On your turn when I score a critical hit or reduce creatures to 0 hit points. Reduces creatures to 0 hit points with 1. Okay, so that doesn't matter. So instead, I'm going to turn to Finn. Put him down! And get you to use your reaction to make an attack against the other one.
Nice.
Don't have to.
Done.
He's like, no!
Alright. Hi, Captain! And I pull out my card and I say about this little jelly thing in front of me. Is it shorter than me?
Yeah. These ones are much shorter than the pink ones.
I think it's up.
Hey!
Well,
That dig.
It's execution style.
Yeah.
Another d8 to your damage as well.
Next.
So 1d8 maxed and then.
Oh!
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
roll
max
d8
it.
next, yeah.
yeah. Max all dice and then roll.
And then roll
Oh,
d8
so
again.
18, 25. Jeez, what's a cool ability?
Yeah.
Yeah.
26, 27, 30 plus damage.
Yeah, he's
Jeez.
dead. This one's still sort of coming up from the remains of the previous demon, and its head's only just formed. And you just
Oh, the bad timing.
yeah, and that's it. It's gone.
So,
I just did realise though, it actually says I forego one of my attacks, and technically I used all of my attacks.
That's right.
So, yeah, oh, that was a bonus action.
All right. Next up we got Demon 1, which from its remains are going to spawn 2 other small demons.
Oh yeah, Finn.
They were the ones here, weren't they?
That just comes up.
Sweet. That'll end that guy's turn. And Finian, you're up.
No, me? Again? Oh shit. I don't know what to do.
Do you want me to command you?
Yes.
Shoot them, Ben!
I'm just thinking, Victor, that maybe we should ask.
You follow orders and you don't think! That, it doesn't say that. Oh, yeah.
Maybe we should ask them if they've seen our jet. I mean, we did kill a bunch of them, but maybe they'll still comply.
They're mad, Finn. Be my guest.
Alright. And we got these ones. Hi. Sorry for killing you and all that. Shall we make a truce? I'm gonna try to do chop first.
Oh, okay. What does he have to make?
A wisdom saving throw, but with advantage because we are attacking him. But you know, you might work
Just
out.
blew his friend all over the freaking path.
16.
That's fair. That was so close, though.
Yeah.
Oh, 15 DC.
Oh no.
Let's make it to those.
You shot my friend.
He attacked us first. It's
You
his fault,
shot him.
really.
It's not in the fate. It's not in the fate!
And you see him almost like crawling up from the ashes, trying to form his like the lower half of his body, and he's sort of pulling himself up, eyeing you off next.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just.
I'm coming for you!
That's it.
Uh,
I wanted to get one of what I side.
awesome. Next up is the number 2. With 2 more for.
Oh, what? Just more?
So the fire didn't do anything.
All right. Next up, Vistra.
Being here, I'm just gonna go in and try and, as it's forming, like coming up, just try and squash it with my hammer.
Yeah, go for it.
Do I get advantage? Because technically,
Here she starts, but technically.
well, technically it's like it's still forming, so it'd be a pretty easy target, right?
After break from on my head, he's decided to form a lot quicker.
Oh, damn it.
Oh.
17?
Still hits.
That's right. That's 2 damage.
Damage.
It's like a
You should
rubber
just-
mallet.
And then I'll just scrape it back.
Alright. Next up we got Aina.
Alrighty. You know the drill?
Roll bad.
Yeah, 10?
Miss.
This sort of shit rolls.
12?
Just miss.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus. That is 25.
That hits.
Okay. And then 1 damage.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, that's it.
That's my time.
Awesome. Next up we got Scrapper. I just got to pee real quick. 1 second.
I'm just gonna go up and attack these guys.
So I think they've got an AC of 13 by the seam. Sounds it.
Get them
So
scrappy
that's 17.
Hits.
I think so. Ooh, 6, 7, 8 damage.
Yep.
Nice.
Hey, one juice.
Drops 1 million gold pieces.
And a jet.
Another 17.
How convenient.
Does 3 damage. So I don't do 6. 8 plus 3. Wait.
Yeah.
8. So 11 damage. And then I'll get to attack as a bonus as well.
Nice.
16. Oh my gosh, keep rolling ones for damage. Another 3 damage.
So what was that?
15 damage.
Sorry about that.
So I just attacked this one 3 times, got 15 damage total.
Alright, cool.
1 million gold and drop the jet engine.
Nice, you guys got
And a
that.
bag holding.
Hey, you guys
Full
win.
of another million gold.
And Jason's soul.
What? Was that the same one, Vistra?
No, new one.
I went on the new ones. Cool. And got 15?
Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty. Next up we got Rendek. He's actually going to...
Is he this one?
Yeah. He's going to maneuver around to the side here.
This one?
Yeah. And with the horror on the edge there, he's going to roll the grenade along the ground and he's going to try and shoot it to blow up the ground beneath him to try and make him fool.
That's cool.
And he rolls a 2.
Oh.
So it blows everyone else up.
So he rolls the grenade and he goes to shoot it, but it's just too slow and the grenade just falls off the edge into nothingness.
I
And you just
see
hear him
now
say,
why he
"Shit."
was the captain nominated for this mission.
Yeah. Then his turn. Then we got
We all
Vidric.
saw that. Captain.
Shut up, no he didn't.
Alright, I'm going to come behind these guys. I forgot about advantage, so I'm going to use my first attack. Roll with advantage. Definitely need that. Getting a 24.
Hits.
And same thing, I'm coming up off my head and coming down on them. Doing 12 points of slashing damage on the one directly in front of Scrapper.
How you want to do it?
I am going to just come around, and I'm actually going to, as I go up for the attack, I'm going to feign and chop off one of its limbs,
Nice.
and then twirl the axe in my hands and go straight from the middle and try to lop it in two.
Nice. You chop it clean in half, top from bottom, as the front half just goes flying. The eyes still locked onto you, confused at what's happened, and just flies off the edge.
Nice. And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to move here, gain advantage on that one, and go for my second attack. Oops. Getting a 21.
Hit.
Doing 7 points of slashing damage. And then... that's going to be it for me.
Awesome. Next up, we got the blue horrors at the front, I reckon. So that one on the left, seeing Rendek trying to throw a grenade at him, is just going to pounce on him. Misses as he just sort of steps out the way. The second one in the middle is going to take a swing at you, Aina. That's a 22.
That's a hit.
Dang.
And that is... that's 5 points of damage. Unlike the pink horrors, this one just almost goes on all fours and jumps up towards you, and just with his almost clawed, talon-like hands, just digs them into your shoulder plate, piercing through the metal and the armor, just going into your flesh. It is sort of gripped onto you now. Next up we got Finian.
I get off my friend here, Jelly. Oh, yeah, attack him. 7 is 15, sorry.
Hits.
11 points damage.
Nice.
And I'll shoot him again. 10?
Miss.
Okay.
As you shoot him, you shoot through his collar point, like one of the joints to one of his appendages, and he loses grip from Einar for a second before writhing. You miss his second shot, and then he latches back on. Next up, we have that that demon there with the dreg, who's gonna try and pounce on him, seeing his friend get chopped down. There's a 19.
Gets me.
Sweet. That's 11 points of damage. As he just jumps up and again just digs his claws into you.
Alright.
Next up we got Vistra.
Okay. I want to do the exact same thing, but this time I want to try and hit it to the side to almost try and push it closer off the edge.
Yeah. Make a strength check.
Not that good because that was horrible. That's 19.
19, nice. You sort of drag your hammer and sort of push it into him, and as you do, it pushes him back into the space that his friend's in, and actually pushes his friend off the side.
Oh, nice.
And he takes his place.
Cool. And then I'll end my turn.
Nice. All right.
But I rolled a 19, but it's on 20. That's really weird. I didn't roll a 20.
Next up we got Einar.
Yeah. I'll swing. That is 21.
Hit.
Nice.
That is 5.
5 damage.
Yep. And then swinging. Oh, there we are. 21.
Hits.
No, sorry, 20. Yep, 20.
Hits.
And then. Oh, damn it. That is 8.
It's a bionic arm.
How do you do it?
I will. So as I hit him with my axe, he'll like fall forwards, and then my axe will, as I swing it down to gain momentum, it comes through, comes out again,
Nice.
just severs his head.
That's cool.
Nice.
I like it. Alright, he dead. Sweet. Next up we got Scrapper.
Oh sure, steal my kills as well, you rat bastard. I was gonna say he's gonna
Just get
reach
this
up,
damn thing off me.
gonna try and grab this thing and pull it down.
Yep.
Do I do an attack or what do you want me to do?
Yeah, make an attack roll on it.
15?
Yeah, that hits. So you manage to bring him down, and you can make an attack as part of that.
Awesome. 7 damage.
Yep.
And then once I pulled him down, I'm gonna punch him again.
Yep.
Getting a 7.
Miss.
And then as a bonus action, I'll do my last attack. That is. That is 11.
Miss.
Okay.
You've thrown him down to the floor, and as you punch, his head just. Alright, next up we got Randek, who's gonna pull out his pistol and take a ping at that guy over there. Getting a natural 20.
Yeah.
Um,
Is that your third one tonight?
yeah. Yeah, that's wild.
It's the chair.
I'm
Yeah.
using that chair next time.
We thought it was the dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rolling.
As you're punching into the ground, and just can't seem to get hold of this guy, you just hear a poof, and then a bullet just goes straight through its head just as you're about to come down, and yeah, it's gone before you can even punch it. I got it. Don't worry, I got it. Fearless captain. And
He just starts punching it.
it turns back into the mush that it originally came from. Wait for it. Give me a second.
Oh no.
I'm building suspense.
There's too much suspense.
Yeah!
Free level up.
Heck yeah!
full level.
Hell yeah. Ta-da. That's it. That's it.
Oh.
Awesome.
But yes, so the battlefield settles. All of them, from what you can tell, have been defeated. You don't see any more things moving in the ooze. You're still not entirely sure on where the jet exactly is. You haven't seen it yet, but I guess you only have to wait until next week where we find out.
No.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Well, well done, Joe.
I don't know how to do
Good
that.
job. First time,
Thank you.
DMing.
Thank
Well
you.
done. Am I signing off? Yes.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
See you guys.
Hey guys, it's Abraham here, aka the DM for Mythic Wyrd. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Keep spreading the Mythic Wyrd.